Hey, welcome to my podcast, my pod videocast, in my dirty room. It's just a manifestation of my mind. I've been saying that for years. So as soon as I get my mind fixed, then I figure my room will just like swing its ass into place. So I had after all of this it was going to be another. Yeah, it's another. Most of my life has been a dark night of the soul. But it ended up just being a dark day of the soul. Because what ended up happening is wait, I wrote it down. This reminds me of the time I realized that I was a liar. Because I thought I had quit lying at 26. And I had quit lying to others. But I realized at 33. That makes sense. But I was still lying to myself regularly, and that I had been the person that I lied to the most throughout my whole life. And was so good at it I didn't know it. And so it just got me to thinking that I have a story to tell. Seriously. I have a fucking story to tell. I have a bad fucking ass story to tell. I have an amazing fucking story to tell. But I never tell it for fear of hurting the collateral damage. But meanwhile, the collateral damage, and I am referring to people when I say that, just don't mind speaking nasty about me, or not speaking to me at all, or letting groups of people converge around my children, sit them down and speak ugly about me to my children. That's been going on. I've been dealing with this just with this whole big, huge group of people now, in-laws and whatnot, for 17 years. And, 2012, I put a middle fucking finger and Christmas lights on my roof. But I never spoke ugly to nobody. Now, I do want to definitely say that I am not doing anything that I am and about and are, and it's happening. I'm not doing it out of malice. There never was any malice. And if that was the case, I would have done this fucking shit a long time ago. A long time ago. Like before I even got fucking married. Literally every person I have ever fucking loved has lied to me and not loved me, but told me they loved me, and just really were just abused, whatever. It's been all of them. So, and look, it's not lost on me that I chose this before I came here. I know that. And it just fucking I know we can't take our egos with us when we go, but my God, are you sure about that? Because it sounds like I was just up there going, oh yeah, let me see what kind of fucking badass I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna have 5 kids. I'm gonna lose them all. Yeah. I'm gonna have a mom who's awesome, but I'm gonna get a dad who's gonna kidnap me when I'm a year and a half old, and then I'm not gonna really meet her till I'm 6 years old, and then it's gonna be a whole weird thing because I already got stuff. I could see me doing some fucking asshat shit like that just to show off, But there's no ego up there. I must just be tired of fucking this planet and this dimension. That's probably what it is. Or I am my art. Just here to help other souls. Because It's one thing. I'm going to teach you. When you want to go ascend, you make sure you count the cost. Because I'm sure there are very few of us who get to ascend our souls while in a body and have kids and shit. That's why most super old souls don't have kids. That's why it was like, oh my god, like what the fuck, man? Like, and I was told by a palm reader in New Orleans when I was like 8, you're an old soul. I had no idea what the fuck he meant. But that's the only sentence I remember from the thing. And it was weird that my stepdad and my mom paid for that. Because, like, they had gone to Pat O'Brien's. They were both drunk as fuck. And they didn't really put their money. Like, my mom would never even get me a drink from McDonald's. She said that's where they make all their money. She would never even let me get a Coke from McDonald's. One time she didn't get me fries, and that really pissed me the fuck off. But guess who didn't ever tell her mom that she was pissed off about not having fries? Yeah, that's me. I never fucking said a word. I just stuffed it. Just didn't say anything. I never said a fucking rude thing ever one time to my mother. And like the first day I met her, like I said, I was 6. Like my dad got remarried at 4. The stepmom came in. It was a pretty arranged marriage. We'll get into that later. But anyway, the stepmom came in and she said, I went in there and I'm 3.5 or 4 years old. Now mind you, I just told your dad I would only marry him if I was going to be your mother. I'm your mother now. I'm your mother. Okay, right? And then they get married like in 1980. And I don't meet my mom till 82. So they spend those 2 fucking years just telling like just random horrible facts about my mom. You know, yes, son. My dad only called me son or boy. Yes, son. Sue came in here. They never called her my mother. They only called her Sue. That's the only thing they ever, in all of their stories. And I'm talking about my dad, his brother, my stepmother, her parents, and then my paternal grandmother she lived with us my whole life. I think she was a handler. Anyway, they all told me the same stories, and they all used the same exact words, like same verbiage, like just start to finish, and they would do it over and over and over and over, till I knew that one day, it was the afternoon, and I was a baby, and I was at home with my dad, and my mom just flew in the front door, and she looked at my dad, and she said, you go upstairs and you get Sarah and you two get the hell out of here. That's I did not leave. That's what they told me. All of them. They told me a lot of times. And they all used the same fucking words. Now, mind you, we didn't have internet in 1982, so. But I was one of the first ones on the internet when it did come in 1989. I was on Prodigy. That's a really funny story too, man. Imagine being one of the first ones online. I actually got Kennedy, who was a VJ at MTV when emails first started coming out. I got her to call my oldest child's dad at his house and ask him out. And she did call, but we weren't there. His dad answered, and Kennedy talked to my ex-father-in-law, who's a piece of shit too. Oh, he's a big piece of shit too. I don't know anybody who's not a piece of shit, like from my former life. And this is my point. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm going to get through this, because you know what I do know? Death doesn't exist. It doesn't, and I've done the DMT, so I know. I know what happens when you die. It's all, you realize, oh my God, none of this shit matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. You think it matters? It doesn't matter. That's why God's so fucking ironic in the Bible.